what the lessons life was trying to teach me were. There were many. One very difficult lesson for me was to learn that I had to simply let go and trust the process that was happening, because I certainly couldn't control it or stop it. That is not my natural inclination, because I prefer to directly confront my challenges. A second lesson I learned was that a lot of people really do care about me, and they provided amazing emotional support to me. That was pretty humbling for me, and sometimes that I'm deeply grateful about. My most valuable lesson, however, has been about the importance of communicating with greater thoughtfulness and sensitivity. I believe that what I've learned recently is always to live my life with a passion for honesty. Tell the truth as I saw it, regardless of how that truth would be interpreted by others. I discovered that there was far too little honesty and far too many lies in the world. While I still believe that, I've now come to realize how easy it is to misunderstand and misinterpret. A careless and thoughtless statement may be taken out of context and repeated over and over again, literally sent around the world through digital media. I saw this happen many times over the past years, and it has burned itself in my conscience. Well, class of 2009, that's about does it for me. I guess what I have been trying to say here this morning can be summed up by the old adage that happiness is a journey, not a destination. Bringing joy and passion and optimism to your work is not what you get to do when you get to the top. It is how you get to the top. If I have had any success as a businessman since I was sitting down there where you are almost 30 years ago, it's because I found a way to enjoy the journey as much as the destination. Oh yes, I have my dull moments and bad seasons. Believe me, I have. But more often than not, I've found a way to learn from and enjoy some part of each job. You can't bet your whole life on some destination. You've got to make the journey work too. And that is why I leave you with some wit and wisdom attributed to Mark Twain. Always work like you don't need the money. Always fall in love like you've never been hurt. Always dance like nobody is watching. And always, always live like it's heaven on earth. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of other opinions draw out your own inner voice. Don't let the noise, and most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition for love. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. To you, the Anglo-American University graduates, class 2009 today, I put forth this challenge. What is your own heart calling you to do? Whatever it is, have the courage to follow it. The great adventure of your own life now lies open before you. Seize the day. Everything else is secondary. Good luck in your future life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prince Lobkowitz. It is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, a respected Anglo-American University alumnus of the class of 1999, Jiří Brodský, Deputy Director of the Foreign Affairs Department in the Office of the Czech President. So just to give you an idea of what you might aspire to.
Mr. President, members of the board, Madam Vice President, deans, professors, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for inviting me to be here with you today and for giving me the opportunity to say a few words. I am not receiving any diploma today, and those sharper-eyed of you may have probably noticed that I'm a little bit older than most of you. I was sitting in your place exactly 10 years ago when I received my diploma from the Anglo-American University, or the Anglo-American College, as it was then. I'm going to start with news which may be disappointing. In those past 10 years, I haven't set up any enterprise, where I could employ half of you and offer internships to the other half. It is never too late for that. After I finished my bachelor studies at the AAU, I gained professional experience at the University of Economics Prague, then continued my postgraduate studies at the London School of Economics, and since January 2004, I have been working in the Office of the President in the Foreign Affairs Department. I did not, however, come here to speak about myself. Each of you has studied the Anglo-American College or the Anglo-American University for different reasons, and I believe with different ambitions. I would like to congratulate you on your achievements today and tell you that you should not give up your ambitions and goals. You should not feel discouraged, even if things do not work out the way you planned immediately after your graduation. Dear parents, I cannot guarantee you that your son or daughter has studied day and night and devoted most of his or her time to reading books and writing essays. I do not have any hard, measurable data. I do not know how many books per month your son or daughter borrowed from the library. I don't know how many of them were read, and I don't know how many of them were returned. But of one thing I'm sure, you can be proud of your son or daughter today. A well-known business rule is that if you do not have a competitive advantage, don't compete. This school has its competitive advantages, as do its students. They succeed among those for whom English is a native language. They succeed in gaining admission to the most prestigious universities in the world. They know to always aim higher. And it is at this university where they learn to organize their time effectively, study independently, be selective and decisive. They know that there are no free lunches. They are able to think critically. They know how to earn money and how to invest it. In the future, it will be increasingly important not only that you have a university degree, but from which university you have it. In the past 10 years, I have seen the Anglo-American College transform itself into a fully fledged university, which has found its partners abroad, increased its student numbers, and visibly improved its public image and relations with its alumni. 10 years ago, the AAU degree was not officially recognized in the Czech Republic. Today, it is recognized not only in the Czech Republic, but also everywhere abroad. My hope is for the voice of this university, its students and its graduates to be loud enough to be heard even in the current world of intentionally misleading headline news. Their voice needs to be heard in this world of dangerously simplified reasoning, a world where there is an abundance of information, but a shortage of knowledge. I would like to conclude with one of my favorite quotations from Ronald Reagan. So long as books are kept open, then minds can never be closed. I hope that the books remain open in your lives, and I wish you every success. This school and your future is and will be about what you want it to be. Thank you very much.
We will now hear the Czech national anthem, so please rise.